Hey, Jared from Volusion here. I wanted to talk to you today about product level search engine optimization. Of course, search engine optimization is very important to any e-commerce site. That's what's going to get you noticed. That's what's going to help folks find your site and your products so they'll come to it and make a purchase. And the Volusion platform certainly has a lot of opportunities to add search engine optimization information. We've got it at the site level, we've got it for categories, we've got it for articles. But one of the most important things, something you definitely don't want to neglect, is going to be product level SEO. When somebody goes out to the web to search for something, typically they're looking for a specific product. So if you have that product, you want to make sure that your information shows up so they get an opportunity to come to your site and make a purchase. So I'm on my dashboard right now, and I'm going to go up to Inventory and Products. And we'll take a look at a product that has the SEO information filled out. That's going to be our soup bowl. We're going to click on the product code to access that product. Of course, we've got our product page here with our basic info. If you go ahead and scroll down to the advanced info section and open that up, the very first tab you're going to encounter is going to be search engine optimization. The first field is going to be product URL text. Now, of course, our URL is what shows up in our address bar at the top of the page. So this gives you an opportunity to fill out a short description of your product, just basically what you call it. And that's going to show up in the URL. So if we go up and look at this product live, we can take a look at the URL, and right there, white soup bowl, that is our product URL text. So we've got that filled out here. It's showing up on the product. So anybody that comes to that page can see that URL and know this is exactly what is being shown here. The second one is photo alt text. And I always find this interesting. Search engines, they can display photos, but they're not good at interpreting what a photo is. So photo alt text is going to be a field you can fill out that allows you to say, this is what my image is. In our case, we filled out white soup bowl, 12-ounce capacity. So when anyone searches, and of course there are a lot of folks that search by image, once they find that image, they're going to have that description to show them what it is. This shows up on your product as well. If you come over here and mouse over your product, you're going to see that little pop out right there that has our white china soup bowl 12-ounce capacity information that we filled out. So a great tool right there for making sure that when someone sees your product, they're also told, here's what it is. Next, we're going to have the meta tag title. In our case, we filled out white china soup bowl. The meta tag title is going to show up in the tab. If you look up here, right here's our tab. It says white china soup bowl, the exact thing we have filled out in our meta tag. And this is just another way of letting someone know this is what you're seeing. Just to make sure when they get to that page, they see that tab, they know, okay, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Below that, we're going to have meta tag description, and this is probably the most important field on the page. Meta tag description is what search engines are using to describe your product. It's the descriptive information. What you want to put in here is not quite a paragraph. You want to keep it a little shorter than that, but a couple of sentences, and you want to write it as sentences, not simply as words, but something that fully describes your product. So we've got some basic information about what it is, what it's used for. We want to talk about its attributes, so size, design, things like that. If dimensions are something that's going to be important, you want to include those, as well as capacity, if it's something that holds another thing. And maybe some uses, some possible uses. Things like colors are going to be useful as well. Descriptive elements telling this is what you're getting. And maybe some information about options. So you want to fill that out. Write it like you were speaking to another person. If you were explaining, here's what this is. Basic information, and this is going to help your product be found. Below that, we've got meta tag keywords. Now, up until about 2006 or so, keywords were very important. They were what search engines used. But because of things like keyword loading, where folks would just put a bunch of unrelated keywords hoping to draw someone to their page with a search engine, keywords are not as important anymore. However, there are search engines out there that still use them. So you want to go ahead and fill this out. This is going to be basic information, but single words or maybe small groups of words separated by commas. The information you have in here, you want to have it pretty much the same as your meta tag description, but maybe a little more basic. And then the last thing we have here is meta tags override. This is an interesting field. This allows you to put in custom HTML code to override the description field. Most cases you won't be using this. You'll be filling out the description instead, but there are some specific cases which you might want to use this for. Let's say you had an older site that you're moving over to Volusion, and it didn't have standard inputs for SEO information. You would have added that SEO information using custom HTML. If that's something you don't want to lose, you can copy that custom HTML and paste it in this field, in which case that's going to show up as the meta tag description. There are a couple of other things you can use this field for. There are some directions that you can give search bots when they come out to your site. One of the most used ones is what we call no index. And this tells a search engine, hey, ignore this product. Let's say you have a product that you sell only to one specific user. You don't want it advertised out on search engines. You can go ahead and put that no index HTML in this field. When a search bot comes to this site, they're going to see that and say, okay, I'm supposed to ignore this product. There are a couple of other use cases. If you look at our Help Center article, we've got some of that HTML in there to kind of help you out. Highly encourage you to go ahead and take a look at the article because it is good information. Absolutely important to go ahead and fill out this product level search engine optimization information. This is what's going to help people find your products, make them come to your site, and ultimately make that purchase. If you have any questions, you can reach out to us. We're always more than happy to help. And as always, hope you have a wonderful day.